Hello everyone, a very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you. This is your host Vaibhav. In today's session of JForex Indicators Explained, we will consider the price formation named as a thrust outside bar. This is a reversal pattern. Mostly it is used as a bearish reversal pattern, or you can even use it as a bullish reversal pattern. Both sides can be applied depending on how the price action was unfolding prior to the formation, and then in conjunction with the existing trend and the immediate price action, you can look for the reversal or the continuation. So a context, the context in which this price formation is taking shape is very important. So let us now head to the JForex 4, the newly released trading platform, to understand this price formation in details. Thrust outside bar. Let me add it by a quick search. Here it is. And in today's trading session, here we had the formation earlier in the day at 10 GMT candle. Let me look at some more examples of it. Again here, it was on 24th of March. So we have these couple of examples, and depending on the context, we could have been able to utilize this formation to initiate the trades, or if you had a trade in place, you could have even used for profit booking as well. Let us use the example which took shape earlier in the day. This is a thrust outside bar. These are two candlestick formation. The preceding candle needs to have closed in a opposite side. If the next candle, that is the second candle, is having its closing price significantly higher than the opening price, then the preceding candle should have its closing price below the opening price. So these two candles, consecutive candles, which close the candle period in a opposite diametric way, go on to form a thrust outside bar. There is a reversal pattern, and in this case there is a bullish reversal pattern. We had these price moves slightly trending downward, then we saw this thrust outside bar with a bullish formation taking shape, and after that the price reversed the course and went on to rise 30-40 pips from those levels, and then later on it reversed the course again. But here, if you had gone for the initiation of the trade looking at this formation of the thrust outside bar, you would have been in a position to make a decent amount of money. So that is the whole purpose, to figure out the opportunities where we can have higher probability of getting the trade right, getting the opportunities where the probability of being right is higher than probability of being wrong. So this was one such instance, thrust outside bar with a bullish reversal. Now let us look at the bearish reversal. So for that we will need the second candle to have closed lower compared to the first candle. In this case, we saw that the first candle had this closing value which was higher than the opening price. Then in the second candle, we saw the closing price being significantly lower than the opening price, and also it was significantly lower than the opening price of the first candle. So in this case, we saw this thrust outside bar creating a bearish reversal. Now, at this instance, you would not have really known whether this formation is going to create a total reversal, or if you are only going to get a brief reversal and then the again resumption of the trend in the existing side. So in this case, if you had gone in for the short sell trade around here, it didn't really dip much, and in course of time again we saw there's a thrust outside bar formation on the bullish side. So here you would have gone for the loss booking, because this trade would not have reached any profitable level when you again got this conclusion of existing trend and the reversal in place with this bullish thrust outside bar. So if you had then closed the prior trade and initiate a new trade, you would have indeed been able to make money. So this also underlies one important takeaway that not all the time, whenever this thrust outside bar takes shape on the chart, not all the instances are going to be profitable, and this is not that frequent, but still fairly frequent enough. So here we had these bearish thrust outside bar to be followed by bullish thrust outside bar. Now in this case, we saw that the price action is almost going sideways. It is not really having any strong trend on either side. So in this case, I think it becomes very important that we pay attention to the price formation in recent past, and based on that we can make a fair guess of the volatility, and as the formation requires that whenever there is this thrust outside bar formation, there should be significant price move in these two candles in a diametric way. So for that, we would have been able to make additional criterion that the candle body, the real body, should be sufficiently large enough in respect of the recent volatility. And that was not really the case in these two instances. So you would have been able to omit this. So in addition to these formation being recognized on the chart, you would also need some additional criterions to filter out the instances when the signals are generated in a sideways market, when the things are not really going anywhere but multiple trades get generated in a choppy sideways market. We had similar instances here also. We saw these bearish thrust outside bar formation, but the price didn't really decline much. Again, we saw the second bearish thrust bar outside bar formation to only see the price reversing course and go on to rise. It went on to rise. So you would need these type of criteria where you will have to add the requirement that the length of the candle body, the real body, should be sufficiently large. It should be more than the average volatility observed in immediate past, recent past. So that will give you the idea that the market participants' interest is increasing. There are more market participants with the conviction of the reversal on desired side, on the bearish side, if there is a bearish thrust outside bar formation. In this case, it was a bearish thrust outside bar, and the price did decline, though not significantly, but still 30-40 pips on the lower side. But in this first instance, there was not much of an volatility in both these candle formation, and subsequently the price remained choppy, trading sideways, only to then make a new move in this particular formation, which was followed by the price move lower, and then eventually it also reversed course. So you would have gotten a fair idea that not all the time this formation is going to give you profitable trades. Many times the price action is simply choppy. The market momentum is not there, and even when the market momentum is there, even when the prices seems to be trending, it might not really go that far. So you will have to remain vigilant. We will have to take due caution whenever initiating the trades using these formation, to make sure that there is enough of volatility, and also after that, we will have to try to optimize the trades. We will have to look for the ways to minimize the losses and maximize the gains if it comes to that. So that is a key requirement for this thrust outside bar formation. Now let us see what we can do in terms of editing this price formation. So we go to this edit option. There is nothing we can do in terms of the input, because it is going to simply take into consideration these two consecutive bars of diametric price formation, opposite price formation, and with that we will have the thrust outside bar formation taking shape on the chart. Output for recognizing it on the chart, you can go for different color combinations. So thrust bar bearish reversal as well as thrust bar bullish reversal. These are two types of formation are possible, and I gave you a fair deal of explanation involving both these formations. These can eliminate it, and for bracketing style you can go for different color combinations and styling options, so you get these two options. Also, if you want to keep these color combination as it is, you can do that, or else you can even change the color combination. That is also a possibility. Advanced editing option, recalculate on new candle. As this is a two candle formation, it will be done regardless. So this option is not going to make much of a difference. Highlight the time period zone. Two candles will be highlighted. Calculate from custom data. We can't do anything in terms of the input. So these are being disabled. Show indicator on all the periods. So whenever you change the candle period and you want this formation to be available on all the time frames of different candle periods, you can have that, or else you can even restrict it to be recognized on the chart on particular time frames. If you wish to do that, all you have to do is go to this editing panel and edit it accordingly. If you opt out, then you have to specify on which particular time frame these formations should be recognized, and only on that time frame it will be recognized. This base period formation is not really going to make much of a change in these plotting of the indicator. So that's all from my side for this thrust outside bar formation. I hope you got the fair deal of idea of how this formation works, how you can utilize it to look for the opportunities in the market where you feel that there is a good enough probability, good enough chance of making money rather than losing money. So that's all. That's everything from my side for today's trading session. If any of you have any query or any idea to share, do write to me in the feedback, and I would be more than happy to take the discussion forward. See you next time around. Till then, goodbye.